What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. If we have not yet met, my name is Johnny Nitafan. I'm a life insurance agent, and in this video, I want to share with you guys exactly what I would do step by step, the 3 steps that I would take if I was brand new and I just got started in the life insurance industry so that I can get to $20,000 per month ASAP. And again, I help life insurance agents just like you scale past $20,000 per month. And this is exactly what I'd do if I was just starting out in the industry, or if I wanted to actually start scaling my business over the phone in 2024. So here's the 3 steps, complete breakdown, so that you guys can do it way faster than I ever did. So the first thing that I would do, right, is once I got my license and ready to go, I would start binging YouTube videos, and I would figure out exactly who can coach me, who can mentor me, who can show me exactly step by step what I need to do to accomplish what I want to do, right? So $20,000, who's done it, right? And who's not too far ahead to where they aren't in the trenches anymore, or they don't have a ton of experience with working with agents anymore because they did it back in the day when they were doing face-to-face. They made their money that way. I would find somebody who's actually done it right now, like somebody who's actually in the game, somebody who's like actually doing it right now or helping other people do that as well. So that's the very first thing, right? I would be watching tons of YouTube videos to be able to figure out exactly who's real and who's not, who's actually showing receipts, who's showing bank statements, who's actually not just talking the talk, walking the walk, but showing you exactly what to do, giving all the way the information. Because the way that you can tell if somebody's good, right, who's the right fit, and like how to actually find a coach is finding somebody who you can make money from their free content, because the free content that they give is the future value that you're going to be able to receive from their program. And so for you guys right now, like, find somebody who's actually real, who's done it, and who's shown everything on YouTube, right? Or social media. So not just the fancy cars, but like tactically how to scale your life insurance business, right? And have done it themselves, especially in 2024, because it's completely different than it was even 3 years ago, 5 years ago, but like somebody in the game right now. So that's the very first thing that I would do, because the thing that I do whenever I have a problem in my business, whenever I'm trying to figure out exactly what to do, how to do it, like how to make YouTube content just like this, how to make my first dials, how to set my first appointments, how to generate my own leads, I reached out to other people that I knew would be able to help solve my problems. And I wasn't afraid to pay them money and compensate them and make sure that they were compensated well so that they can teach me this information. Because if I learned the skill of marketing and figuring out exactly how to generate my own leads, and then I pay somebody else to teach me sales and how to get really good at that, then overall those 2 skills combined will take me to 7 figures and help me make 7 figures in income in 2024. And that's what I want to share with you guys. Like, find somebody who has what you have, do what they do, and you'll be able to get what they have. And so really find somebody who will just allow you to shortcut that learning curve, so you're not having to do it yourself. Because a lot of agents that I work with and actually see on a day-to-day basis is they think they can do it themselves, and the reality is you would have already done it if you could do it yourself, right? So you need somebody else, and I firmly believe, like, I'd rather, even if I could do it myself, right? Like, let's just play it out. Even if I could do it myself, I'd rather have somebody that will show me the ropes, give me the information right away as fast as humanly possible, help me implement it, or do it for me so that I can move way faster. Because you're going to pay for it in time or money, and I'd rather pay for it in money so that I can shortcut that and get a way higher ROI on that time spent. Because that is how I've been able to move so quickly in the life insurance space. A lot of people reach out and ask me, hey, how have you been able to be successful? And you've only been in the industry 2 years now. How have you been able to have this tremendous compounding growth? And here's the secret: having mentors in my life that'll show me exactly step by step how they were able to do it. And not only one person, but being able to have multiple people that helped me in my life to be able to accomplish what I have been able to do. Because if it was me, I was hardworking, super ambitious, hungry, ready to go. But if I didn't have anywhere to go, I wouldn't be able to shortcut so many learning curves, figure out exactly what the industry is about, figure out about how to generate my own leads, how to sell, how to present to clients, right? So if I didn't know that, I wouldn't have been where I am today if it weren't for me investing in myself, spending over $30,000 to $50,000 on coaches, on mentors. Like, I have 3 coaches right now, and I have coaches in each area of my life. And so That's what I do right away. Even when I had no experience, if this is exactly what I want to do and that's a problem that I needed solving of how to get a really fast jump start in the industry, that's the first thing I would do. Now, the second thing that I would do is generate my own leads, because if you guys don't know my story, I actually went $15,000 in credit card debt buying leads. And it was really tough. Like, that was really challenging having to do that. And it wasn't just like overnight. A lot of people think like, okay, boom, it just happened. But like over the course of 9 months and bleeding money and not seeing the ROI on these leads, because people were saying, oh, these are brand new, exclusive, fresh leads. And I'd buy them, pay 40, 30, 40, 50 bucks per lead. And all of a sudden, I'm not seeing any ROI. And then what happens is all the money that I was getting deposited was going straight back to the lead vendor's pockets. And it was just this cycle over and 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 over again. It never stopped. And I was like, dude, I got to figure this out some way, shape, or form. I know how to sell. I know I have the experience. I've already paid down a lot of the ignorance that I needed to pay down in my journey. But how do I make it so that I would make it it would be impossible for me to fail? And so I had to figure out, okay, what's the actual problem I'm trying to solve in my business? And at that time, it was marketing. And so generate your own leads. Like if I were to start right away, I'd find somebody who could help me with that, and I would just do that, right? And I would figure out how to do that myself as well. So even if it takes me a month, 2 months, 5 months, whatever it is, I have that for the rest of my life, and I have that marketing skill. So wherever business that I go in, if life insurance, for some reason, right, it's not going to, but if for some reason it were to just collapse overnight, I'd want to know that my family is taken care of and my future is taken care of by the skills that I have, not industry specific, but like just the skills in general of how to sell, how to market, how to fulfill, how to help clients see success, right? And so that's really what I'd focus on. So really getting generated leads, because here's the thing, you're going to pay for it. You could pay 40 bucks for a lead, and say you close double the amount. Say you're closing at, 20% of those leads, right? And that's standard. If you're spending 40 bucks and you're closing 20% of those, on the other hand, you're generating the lead for a tenth of the cost at $4 a piece. But say you close 5%, right? A quarter of it. The acquisition cost is all that you really need to think about. So a lot of people think, okay, if I just get cheap leads, that's what's really going to solve my problem. But really, it's getting your acquisition cost lower. When I first started in the industry, my acquisition cost was like $350, and I was wondering why I wasn't profitable, and I was just scraping by and just paying my bills, and I was like working less than minimum wage. And so I had to figure out, okay, exactly how do I figure this out so that I can be paid way more than minimum wage, I can work way less and have more leverage for my time and get my acquisition costs low, so I'm getting a 6 to 12 to 20x return. Right? When I first started generating my own leads, what's crazy is I went from $15,000 in debt. 3 weeks later, I paid it all off, made actually $20,000 in profit, and really was able to scale that consistently. And then I made $73,000 in under 60 days with self-generated leads. Like, that's the power of generating your own leads, because you own the marketing. And then on top of that, having AI, having like all these different softwares integrated, not just automations, but like an actual AI chatbot that's trained, that knows its name, Mary, that knows exactly step by like how to book an appointment, the people that we need, the qualifications, so that you can speak to more people. That's how you make $20,000 a month, is by the leverage. So I need to find a way to have leverage in my business. So what I do is I'd first figure out exactly who's going to help me pass this learning curve as fast as humanly possible, and I can buy myself $10,000 mistakes, right? For $10,000, $20,000, $100,000, whatever I got to pay, I'm going to pay that, so that all that ignorance debt is paid off. Okay, that's checked. Now, generate my own leads, make sure that I'm getting a consistent 4 to 10x ROI. I spoke with an agent just now and getting 4x ROI, and I'm like, okay, double your leads. If you double your leads, you'll double your business. So make sure that you do that. If metrics don't track, then you have got to test new creatives. But overall, if your metrics are tracking and you're getting under $150 cost per acquisition, getting a 6 to 12x ROI, I would scale that every single day, because when it gets easy, you go hard. When you're doing the boring work, you have to keep pushing on the gas. You have to keep going. You have to keep persevering. You have to make sure that you surpass that learning curve like crazy. So that's the second thing, right? The first thing, pay off the ignorance debt, pay a coach, hire a mentor to literally walk you through step by step how to have success and make $20,000. Second thing I do is generate my own leads. Make sure that I'm having high quality, low cost leads coming in and really focusing on the acquisition cost, because you can have cheap leads and it would take 1,000 of them. Those can still be less profitable than leads. So the only thing that you should be thinking of is cost per acquisition. Now, the third and final thing that I would do if I wanted to make $20,000 per month as a life insurance agent as fast as humanly possible is I'd go out and make a ton of mistakes and track all my data. Here's why: because I'd be able to have feedback to be able to feed back to my coach, mentor, whoever it is that's helping me step by step, so that I can actually give them the data and say, hey, this is what actually happened. This is how much it cost me to run a presentation. This is how much many deals I'm closing. This is my closing ratio. Then from there, I would give them feedback, right? And I'd be talking consistently, having weekly or bi-weekly calls so that I'm on the right track. Because you can have all the information, but if you don't execute, you're not going to go anywhere. And so I think for me, I would go out and hyper execute. That's a superpower that I feel like I have, that if you can implement that in your business, you will grow to huge levels because you're a hyper executor, because you believe. You have got to have the confidence. There's a skill set, the mindset, knowing that this is going to work. I'm going to give myself 10,000 reasons why this is going to work and why I'm going to make it happen. And being quick to adjust if you have to. If you don't feel like you've given yourself the fair chance and the fair shot to be able to see success in the industry and make $20,000 a month for selling from home or from anywhere in the world, then I would be quick to pivot if I needed to, but I would be very slow to pivot directions and change directions. There's a difference there. Pivoting is giving a full fair shot to something. And if you have to pivot a little bit, moving course a little bit, but changing directions, a lot of that's shiny object syndrome. And so I'd go out and make 10,000 mistakes as fast as humanly possible, so I could get feedback, know exactly what problem I'm trying to solve, go back to the mentor, coach, whoever it is, and say, hey, these are my metrics. This is how much my cost per acquisition is, 250. I'm only closing 20%. What is the problem that I need to solve? And in that example, it's closing. Your sales process needs to get better. You need to ask why questions better. Or it could be the marketing. Your marketing needs to get better. So these are the exact 3 steps that I would do to be able to get past $20,000 per month ASAP if I had to start again. Because I've done this consistently now. And I know, rinse and repeat, I've helped other people, right? Multiple people, help them get to that spot where they come in, they're broke, they don't have a lot of money. You might be in that same situation too, and then helping them, give them the step-by-step guideline and blueprint so that they can scale to $30, $40, $50, $100,000 per month. And that's really the goal, right? The goal, whatever number it is for you, think of a meaningful goal. For you right now, probably it's $20,000 a month. That'll allow you to pay the bills, make sure everything's good, save for retirement, buy the house that you want, and then also have freedom, right? My wife and I are going to New York. It's like we can still grow the business and enjoy experiences, because I believe that you don't grow a life around your business. My goal, I'm not like a Alex Hormozi. I'm not like a Sam Ovens where I'm going and I'm going and just scaling as hard as I can and fast as I can and just being burnt out to where it's like, I don't even want to do this anymore. I want to build a business that I actually love and enjoy, that I can travel, that allows me to do those things. And I really believe that you build the business around your life and not the other way around. Because at the community, and like what I firmly believe is you scale to whatever capacity you want, because you're going to work just as hard anyways as you would making minimum wage. You work hard, create a lot of leverage, help a ton of people, but like enjoy it, have fun. Having fun should be a core pillar of your business, and that's what it is for me. Like making sure that we do have fun, we enjoy like time, and we don't sacrifice that, because there are some short-term sacrifices that you will need to make. But I don't believe in building a massive $100 million business if I'm not happy at the end of the day, and that I'm not fulfilled, and I'm not actually living out my purpose with God, with my family, with for my future. So I hope this video helps. This is exactly what I do, step by step to make $20,000 per month in profit as a life insurance agent. If you guys haven't already, subscribe down below, share this with a friend if you found it valuable. I'll see you guys on the next video. Peace.